Yeah, man, say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakapadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone. Shalom to all our brothers out there, push his truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. This is a brother from Jamaica Camp, Yashamai. And basically, today one I'm make a small video. You see, because from way back, you see me, they always have camps of prophets. You see me, even for night time, Samuel. You see me, so not just today, you have prophets. You see me, you have camps. You see me, like what take place right now worldwide. You see, so even from way back you have camps here. You see me, because even the five brothers, them all the first place you have certain men come to this truth. You see me, a majority of the men come to this truth. You see me, upon the highways and the byways and see basically brothers are basically prophesy. You see me, just like what scripture says, we're supposed to go on the highways and the byways. You see me, a lot of men come in because they see the brothers on the highways.
Yeah, because that's one of the way how me kind of really get into the truth, yo. Seeing that all of these camp out there, a lot of them teach a lot of different doctrines. And when I saw Greatmillstone, yo, there's something in the words that they must speak of religion, right? Seeing being a specific and a separate camp from the rest.
See, give me a scripture, brother. Wisdom cry without.
So this is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 1 verse 20.
What?
So wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the street.
She uttered her voice in the street. You see me? Because we are the highways and the byways, you see me, across the world. You see me, like today Saturday. You see me, our brother. You see me, from basically all over the world. You see me on the highways right now. You see me prophesying.
She uttered her voice in the street.
She uttered her voice in the streets. Right. You see me? One?
She cried in the chief place of concourse.
She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the marketplace.
Right.
You see me? We basically agora in the Greeks. You see me? The Greek word for marketplace, agora. You see it, go on?
So, in the opening of the gates.
In the opening of the gates.
In the city, she uttered her word saying.
In the city, she uttered her word saying. You see it, go on?
How long is simple one really love simplicity?
How long is simple ones really love simplicity? That's what basically every weekend, you see me in the highways and the byways, you see me, we keep on saying this thing unto our people. How long our people are going to love this way of life?
Right.
You see me? How long our people are going to continue, you see me, believe in this way of life? You see me? How long our people are going to basically continue being wicked? You see it? So you have camps here. You see, so the camp are very important.
Right. It's scorning.
Again?
And scorners delight in their scorning.
So that's what the scripture says, scorners delight in their scorning.
And fools hate knowledge.
And fools hate knowledge. You see it? So a lot of men, all them come into this truth, you see me, by hearing the word. You see me, in the highways and the byways. You see me? You have some brother coming by basically seeing videos on YouTube. You see me, like the camps across the world. Right. You see, because that's how we out here in Jamaica receive this truth. You see me, by way of internet. You see, but you're supposed to on the highways and the byways. Because how shall I say? You see, we're supposed to go on the highways. Let's scripture, brother. In Matthew 22. That's 6, I believe.
It says, this is Matthew 22 verse 9.
What?
Say, go ye therefore.
So this is how shall I say?
Go ye therefore into the highways
in the highways. You see me go on?
And many as there be, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Bid to the marriage. So we're supposed to on the streets, you see me?
Right.
You see me, I have camps on the streets.
Right.
You see me, prophesying. You see, because this is how shall I command us to basically do.
Verse 10 says, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. The definition for the word camp in Deuteronomy 23 verse 11 or 12. Alright. So it's those who encamped, company or body of people. Company.
You see me? In that time of Samuel, you see me? Scripture speak over the company of prophets. You see me? So for a long time you always have camps here. You see me, from a long time the Lord basically, you see me, rise up camps. Right. You see it from way back. Not just today. From way back. You see me? You can't get a scripture, brother.
So this is 1 Samuel 19 verse 20.
Go on.
And Saul sent message to take David. Right? And when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying.
Company, camps of the prophets prophesying.
So it's, and when he saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, the spirit of Yahweh was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied. Prophesied.
You see it? So that's the point we basically are want to bring. You see me? So you always have basically camps. You see me? You always have camps of prophets. You see me? From way back. You see me? So this thing we I don't know new. Skipper said the thing that had been, you see me, is that which shall be, and there's no new things. There's no new thing under the sun. You see, because you always have you always have basically camps of prophets. You see me? So this thing we I don't know is not a new thing. You see me? A thing of old. You see me? Of old time. What?
And basically, at the same spirits them
coming back.
See, because the same things that were done as even in Jeremiah 28 to tell you, the same prophets them coming back doing the same thing, prophesying against the wicked society. See, so mainly you see the camps of prophets them rising up to the world. You see? So this is Romans 10, all right, verse 40.
Go on.
Say, how then shall ye call on him in whom ye have not believed?
Go on.
And how shall ye believe in him whom they have not heard? How shall they heard without a preacher?
How shall they learn how shall they hear without a preacher? You see, all people are going to hear the word without a preacher, without us on the highways and the byways prophesying.
Right.
You see it? See, I say wisdom cry without.
Right.
You see me? She uttered her voice in the street. You see me? So we're supposed to on the street basically a prophesying unto people. Yo.
Right.
You see it? Give me a sit there, brother. Isaiah 58.
Alright, so it's Isaiah 58 verse 1.
1.
Say, cry aloud, spare not.
So we're on the streets, you see me, and this is what the scripture says we're supposed to do. You see me, when we're on the street, you see me, we're supposed to cry aloud. You see me, cry unto our people.
Right.
You see it, go on.
Right, so it says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
And the house of Jacob their sins. You see me? So we're supposed to basically cry unto our people, as scripture say in Proverbs 1 and 22. See me? Say wisdom cry. You see me without.
Right.
You see me? So we are crying to our people. Yo. You see me? I tell people to basically turn. You see me from this wicked way of life. You see me? And turn back to Yahweh Bashmi and Shai.
Right.
You see me? Ask for the old path where is a good way.
Right.
You see me? And walk therein. You see me? So camps always exist. Yo. This is not a new thing.
Right.
As we are saying. You see?
And we can't the camp really is even a brotherhood.
Right.
I mean, saying on each other, because even when Yahushua departed from the disciples, yo, they had their own camps. You know what I mean?
Isaiah 30 and 20, no brother.
So, this is Isaiah 30 and verse 20. Right? And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
So that's what the scripture said, though the Lord give us, you see me, the bread of adversity, what? Go on.
And the water of affliction.
The water of affliction, because we face a lot of hell in this society.
That's right.
You see, because it's very hard to basically try to live a righteous life, you see me, in our wicked society.
Right.
You see, when wickedness around you on every side.
Right.
You see me? One?
Right. So it's on the water of affliction.
One?
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
One?
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
So, but thine eyes, or people's eyes, are going to see them teachers, the hilek.
Right.
You see, because on this side, Lord, the hilek. You see me, you're going to see teachers on the streets.
Right.
You see me, you're going to see what videos we basically put up on YouTube. You see, but merely on the streets, because Scripture says we're supposed to on the streets. So Scripture says eyes are see your teachers, starting from the apostles, you see me, and the elders on down.
Right.
You see?
Verse 21. Say, all thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying.
So thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, go on.
So this is the way, walk ye in it.
And that's how we have to keep on telling people, you see me, over the years. You see me, this is the way. This is a way of how about Shimmy Shai, the right way. Walk therein, turn to this way because this way basically bring life. You see me? And turn from the way of the so-called white man because the way of the so-called white man bring on death and destruction. You see me? Go on.
I say, walk ye in it.
Walk ye in it, go on.
When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left.
Go on. See it? Okay. Alright, so with that, may I say all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone. Shalom to all our brothers them out there, push this truth, continue to push this truth, because pretty soon you're going to leave our wicked society. Shalom.